everyone, Huey back again, and this time I've got a special treat for you for the Easter holidays. So we're playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 again, TruckersMP, and we'll have a look and see what the server's like. Okay, it's fairly populated, not overly so. That should continue to rise though, given that, well, it's the day before Good Friday here. It is the evening where I am, so I don't know, maybe there's a few people on holidays, but what we're going to do is I've gone and bought myself a new truck, and this will not be part of the One Truck family event. This is just going to be a normal job, and I thought we'd do a B-double run. Yes, we're taking out a double trailer truck, and we're taking out this the Scania R. So I've just picked this up, and it's not a bad truck. Doesn't quite have as much guts as the Volvos, but yeah, I mean, you can't go past the fact that we've got the Mighty Griffin pack, and they do look very, very nice with when they're fully decked out. So I hit drive. I've already taken a job, so we're going to take a long one from Bergen in Norway, and we're going to be heading to Finland, right on the other side of Finland. So we'll just double check everything's on. Yes, it is. And just yeah, that should be good. We'll turn on our wipers, and of course it's raining again, because it's always raining for some reason. Alright, so we are taking out this B-double. Oh, we'll have a quick look throughout the truck now. I've got the One Truck stuff decorating the part of the cabin. So this is what the inside looks like. It's quite a nice truck. And if we have a look on the outside, so we've got the chrome tyres and hubs, and it goes quite well with the with that paint job. And I do like the B-doubles because we have a lot of those here in Australia. Of course, we do have the road trains like, or the HCTs I believe they're called here in Euro Truck with Finland. But yeah, we have actual road trains in Australia, though they only run usually in the outback. So I have to take, with these B-doubles, or with any doubles, you kind of have to take them a bit wide. Otherwise you will get, oh whoops, yeah, you will get caught on the you get snagged on walls and gates and whatnot. So, and I was too busy talking there, and I kind of just run a red light, but we'll wait here, that's fine. Oh yes, got to turn on my lights. Forgot to turn on my lights. Oh, a little bit out of sorts after doing all that One Truck stuff, so apologies for that. But hopefully from here on in, our trip should be a lot better. So I'll take it nice and easy out of Bergen. It is quite a tight little area, and getting out of here is a little bit of a challenge. It's not too bad, and we'll just, there we go, that's much better. So just adjust that a little bit, and oh, probably should have got some fuel. Oh well. So we'll try and take it nice and easy. So yeah, yeah, there was, when we last looked, there was about 2,200 people on the server. I do fully expect that to increase dramatically as we progress. Oh, we can speed up now. Probably, oh, I won't turn those off. May as well leave the wipers on. It won't hurt. Oh, hello. So we've got to pick up our load. And I went a little bit too fast there, so you take this corner nice and wide. So the trick with these is go a little bit onto this side of the road, hook it round, and there we go, plenty of room. So we go to our cargo market. Since we're using our own trailer, we're going to take some tomatoes over to Finland. So as you can see, it's quite a long journey, so we'll probably split this into two. Oh, don't tell me we've got to back it in. Really? Oh, I hope not. I won't be happy about that if we do. Oh no, that's fine. Yes, backing B doubles, that's something that even a lot of experienced truck drivers struggle with, and I have seen that firsthand. So, and I'm talking real life truck drivers. So what we do is here, we overshoot just a little bit, and then you line it up. Just take it nice and slow. Just edge forward, edge forward, edge forward, and there we go. Easy. So, as long as you remember to sort of go around the pickup point, and it's the same with the delivery as well, you'll see it when we get to the other end. Oh, and it stopped raining. Oh, that's good. Wow, we're... Now, oh, and by the way, just before we continue, I have gone ahead, and it wasn't 276 employees, it was 278, I do believe. If I'm mistaken, then feel free to correct me, but we've got our full complement of employees. So 278 it was. So what I had to do was we go to our map view. Now I had planned on getting 2 small garages in in Germany, so I just made Hanover a large garage because it has a few more pickup points than Frankfurt. So they're spaced out quite nicely. So we're all over Europe and making a heck of a lot of money now, so won't have to buy very many trucks from this point. So the only trucks I'll probably be buying, like I've purchased trailers for every single garage, so that's a little bit of extra cash in my pocket. Since my employees seem, from what I look at with the finances, they seem to like using our own trailers. Now I've got a sneaking suspicion this guy wants to come in here, so I'm just going to let him come in. Come on in, dude. Good man. So I'm going to take it nice and easy. This shouldn't be too bad because we are driving on the right hand side of the road in Scandinavia. So making this left turn. Very good. So we'll take it nice and easy until we get a fair way out of Bergen and we hit those nice Scandinavian freeways. So you just want to head to the middle of the lane, take the corners nice and wide, and as you can see in the mirrors there, it just clears the barriers. So once you get used to that, the doubles aren't that scary. I'll just let this guy overtake if he wants. Is he going to overtake? No, I don't think he's interested. Though I probably should advise him that tailgating me is not the best of ideas, since I am playing from Australia, as I've mentioned, and as you could probably guess anyway. So yeah, it's the only thing you got to remember. Take the corners nice and wide, and just take them a little bit slower than you normally would with a single trailer. So they're actually not that scary. A lot of people, well, a few people I've seen in the forums, they're a little bit hesitant to do the doubles runs. They just don't think they have the ability to do it, and look, with a bit of practice, I mean, anyone can. So we'll slow it down a little. And there's a speeding ticket. Oh well. It's not too bad though. So I've got some oncoming traffic. It's just a single. We lost our friend back there, so I'd say he was tailgating me too closely. And sometimes I've noticed when the game does an autosave, you will get a little bit of rubber banding when that happens. And I'll wager that's possibly what's happened to that guy, because he did seem to stop suddenly, unless he's pulled over, which is also very possible, because as you've seen in probably several of my playthroughs and other playthroughs, you get a lot of you'll see a lot of players just pulled over on the side of the road with their hazards going and whatnot, so which is fair enough. People do have things to do in their private lives, so to go and take the garbage out or something quickly, so they pull over and and then come back, or they'll go make a coffee, which I do myself. So we've got a toll booth coming up, and I much prefer these Scandinavian toll booths. Although these Norwegian ones, you do have to slow down going through them, because it will have a speed bump. Yep, there it is. And look, no boom gate. I love it. It's the best part. Now, one of the things that TruckersMP has done is opened up most of the map, except a lot of Germany. A good portion of Germany, well, the busy areas, Germany, Calais, where it typically gets busy. So they've opened it up to allow doubles to be driven in most of the map. Unfortunately, you still can't pick up jobs in other parts of the map, and you can't deliver to other parts of the map, but you can take your trailers in there. So I've seen a few people do that, and I've seen them getting around in triples. Now, I'm not quite knowledgeable on how to do that. Well, I could easily find out. They do have the instructions on how to do that on the TruckersMP forums. I don't know if I'm particularly interested in doing that though. So I see people just getting around in triple trailers, just driving around, and I'm like, well, I don't know. If I'm gonna go driving around, I like to have a destination and a purpose for driving around. So glad it's not raining. So yes, now that I've got quite a bit of cash built up, I think what I'll do is I'll buy another MAN truck. So we won't use the same one that I've already got in my collection, and and yeah, so I'll try and get the classic one, and we'll take that out in the next one truck family run. So don't be afraid to take, you know, corners a little wide if you need to. And sort of touch the center line. Try not to go over it if you can. But sometimes you have to, particularly coming out of tight driveways and stuff like that. And there are some very tight freeway or highway entrances that you do have to take exceptionally wide, so you kind of have to go a little bit over to the other side of the road. Not too much though. Yeah, I think most people would know which ones I'm referring to. There's one still in the UK. There used to be one at Calais when you cross the channel, but they but SCS changed that up a little bit, so it's not too bad. But it used to be very tight. A lot of people used to get stuck on that because they turn from the turning lane. No, you don't turn from the turning lane. You turn from the middle lane. So we'll just take it nice and slow. Slow down to 80. Hi. Sorry, can't hear you. Oh, god damn it. What is it with people keep having their mics up their ass? Seriously. Do they not test this shit? Oh god. Well, I run that red light because I was talking to someone, trying to clarify what they were saying. Fuck, it is so common in, like, most people are pretty good, like they'll set their mics fine, but it's, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I hate, you know me, if you've been watching my videos, you know I hate running red lights. Oh, unless of course it's like a dead straight road, and the only red lights I don't mind running are the ones going through, if you've got the Beyond the Baltic Sea pack. There are quite a few of those that I go, nah, I'm not stopping. Because, like, they're dead straight sections, and I'm doing 150, and it'll slow down to 50 in, like, this really brief period. And there'll be a traffic light there, so it's like, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to stop. But for the most part, yeah, I do like to stop at traffic lights. So this is where, yeah, as I was mentioning, it's a little tight getting out of Bergen. And once we get on the open freeways, it should be much nicer. So it's coming up to 22:32 in game, i.e. 10:30 roughly. So I should probably do this. Man, this is like spaghetti-o friggin' city. How overcomplicated is this? Like, it's just this big spaghetti network of tunnels going in and out of, like, it seems to be one mountain. So you slow it down a little bit. And I may have mentioned this before, but for those of you who haven't seen it, a little trick you can do, sorry about that, mate. So when you're going around corners, you use your little your dash decorations as reference points. so you're not having to constantly look in the mirror. Turn that back on now. Okay, I think we're coming out of the worst of it now. So just want to slow it down a bit. This is a very tight corner coming up. Let's take it nice and easy. Now you do have to be wary around this part of Scandinavia. This is one of the few areas where you regularly get trolls. Or just idiots just, you know, trying to be heroes in their cars, like doing tricks and shit, so I'm going to be very wary of that. And also, if you're driving doubles, good idea to use at least, as I have, try and use at least a oh god, what the fuck? Oh, okay, he's a single trailer. No? Yeah, single trailer. Oh, no one wants to say hello. Yeah, but don't use the 2x2s. 2x2 chassis, not a good idea. You at least want to use the 4x4. So yeah, the 4x4s at least. So a few more sharp little bends here. We've just got to take it nice and slow. You know, this is a trucking game, so it isn't a race, although some people are mistaken in thinking that it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to go fast, but when you can. Whoops, that was close. But as you can see, I was using the little V8 dash decoration that I've got there, Scania V8, and so you use that. You kind of, when you go around this corner here, you see the corner lines up with the middle of the road, and when you veer to the left, you'll notice, I'll show you in a moment, no, it's not really that tight a corner, but yeah, it'll sort of line up with the middle, or along the edge, depending on it really depends on how tight the bend or corner is. So little tricks you learn, which makes things a heck of a lot easier if you can remember those. And I mean, even if you don't have the tuning packs or the Raven pack or anything like that, you can still use your driver's plates, the driver's plates you put in the window, so you can use those as reference points for going around corners. Very handy when you're doing those sharp hairpin turns there's those ones in Scotland on the way to Newcastle, or Newcastle as they call it. And then there's the ones in the Alps. Now those are much tighter than probably almost anything on the map. So yeah, that little trick definitely comes in handy in that particular region. So let's see. We're not going particularly fast along here. We will be able to pick up some speed once we get into the multi-laned highways. Oh, yeah. So that was a little bit too late of a turn. But it's all good. We stayed in our lane. And we're trying to chase the train. Man, dude, that's a slow train. If we're able to keep up with it. Well, it's like an Aussie train. Okay. Picking up a bit of speed here, not too much. Though you'll notice it gets a lot easier the further you get from Bergen, the easier it gets. Probably should slow down a little bit here. I think there's a speed camera along here. There it is. Oh well. Too late. Yeah, there's no way I was able to slow down. Oh dear. Well, I mean, can you blame me for going hell fast through there? You really can't. Like in Australia, because I've noticed they have these little warning signs here in the game. In Australia, the warning signs they have for speed cameras are absolutely massive. Like they're, yeah, absolutely huge. You cannot miss them. Actually, to be fair, the French ones, the ones in France in this game are quite large. They're hard to miss. Okay. So we're about to go through a couple of loop-de-loops. Just cruise on in. Not too fast. So again, we take it nice and wide. And nice and slow. And you'll make it around fine. Especially with B-doubles, they're well, actually, the other doubles aren't too bad either. The HCTs you have to go even slower normally. because I think we're taking, what is it, nearly 30 ton? Oh, wrong one. There we go, 29 ton. And so, there's a bit of weight on the back. It's not like a special transport or heavy transport, sorry. But there is a bit of weight there. So that's the other thing you got to watch is because it takes you a while to get going. Some of those entrances are a little tricky getting onto the highway, especially when you get those idiots who, you know, coming up a million mile an hour. And they just don't like the fact that you're merging out onto the highway, and they don't like the fact that they have to change lanes. Guarantee, like, most players won't make allowances for the fact that you're driving a double. So again, we take this nice and wide. I took that a little bit too sharply, but we're all good. Again, if you take it nice and slow, you'll be fine. So as you can see, we've no damage yet. Now, one feature I would love to see in this, and I can imagine it would be quite difficult, is being able to split your A and B trailer. There was a place I used to work years ago where it was set up for single trailers. It wasn't set up for B doubles, and then they started getting B doubles in. So what they'd have to do is split the A and B trailer just so they can unload it. It's quite busy. So again, nice and wide and fairly slow. Also be aware though, when you do take those roundabouts nice and easy, nice and slow, you'll get wankers trying to overtake you on a roundabout, and that's happened to me several times. And with my high latency, they almost always cut me off and end up smashing into me because they don't notice it. Now, I have noticed the B doubles are quite popular. The standard doubles, not so much. The HCTs are fairly popular. B doubles are definitely, without doubt, from what I've observed anyway, and this is anecdotal, I fully admit, but it seems to me that the B doubles are the most popular trailer, hands down, when it comes to doubles. Oh dear, what have we got here? Someone wanting to overtake. Well, I'll let him overtake on the left, I don't mind. Yeah, you idiot. You fucking idiot. Like, just wait, for fuck's sake. You stupid cockhead. Glad I'm recording this now. I mean, it wasn't exactly going fast. He did have an opportunity to overtake. I don't know why he didn't. Probably because as I mentioned in the last video, people don't like it when you overtake on the left in the left lane. Sorry, in the right lane for some reason. I always forget we're driving on the right side, and I just... Oh my god, how bad is he? He's missed his turn because he's probably got the shits and he's fuming. And I'm here laughing my guts out. Oh dear. Oh, I have missed turn-offs every now and then, but I don't back up like that. I just go, oh fuck it, go to the next exit, turn around, and then double back. But yeah, a lot of these, a lot of gamers these days, and I've noticed this over the years. Now, back when I was a kid, a PC gamer was usually a nerd, someone who knew something about computers. And usually science, they were fairly intelligent. Nowadays, every dumb cunt and their fucking dog plays PC games. And the amount of people who have a PC who know next to fuck all about computers is just staggering. It's quite annoying. And, yeah, gamers are definitely a different breed. Like, when we used to play multiplayer back in the day, multiplayer was more about co-op. So you play with your friends. Now it's much more competitive. Yeah, no idea of teamwork or anything like that. Well, that was certainly a big bump. Too busy gas bagging. Let him overtake. Just hurry the fuck up, dude. Like, oh my god, are you serious? Are you really that fucking stupid? I told you to hurry up. Dude, you really need to learn patience. And there's another bump. Whee! Guy's probably fuming. Like, when I overtake, I just wait. I wait and wait and wait until it's safe to overtake. Like, I won't do it on bends, I won't do it on these little short sections, these short multi-lane sections. I just wait. Why the fuck can't kids today do that? Like, the guy's probably gonna report me for blocking or something stupid. And yeah, that's the other thing about this game. Especially with kids, the younger generation. And I guess, look, to be fair, like when I was that age, I was young, dumb and full of cum too. Report for the dumbest things. So that's not really a generational thing. Well, yeah, it's not a generational thing, that's just an age thing. And that's pretty, you know, pretty constant with every generation. So taking it nice and slow while that guy behind us is raging and fuming and probably quitting for a while. We might see him again, we might not. Let's see if he's still behind us. He is. I do believe he is. I must admit, he's a little distracting, because I'm like, what's he gonna do next? Alright, overtake. Ah, oh, dude. You had your chance. I'll wait till the next section and I'll tell him, now's your chance, go, hurry the fuck up. I wonder if he'll overtake me on this section. If he does, he's an idiot. Alright, this might be his chance coming up. I don't know. There's your chance, bud. Now's your chance, man. Go for it. Go, 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 go! And he's not taking it. Oh well. Oh well, too bad. You snooze, you lose. So this is, we'll take it nice and slow. He's just gonna have to fucking wait because he's a dickhead. What an absolute moron. Well, at least hey, at the very least it's made this trip interesting. All from one dude. All from one guy. What's his name? Janice. Might be a chick. Okay. Alright, well, that was my bad. Yeah. Totally bad on my part for making that assumption, but chicks can be dickheads too. So there you go. Now's your chance. Go, 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 go. Don't hold back. No, they're holding back. Now, if you had a Volvo, you'd be able to overtake. But you don't. So you suck. Are they following me or what? I had to get some of the players in this game. So we're down to 19 hours. Oh, sorry. I was too busy looking at the blue dot behind me. Just gonna slow it up a bit. And we'll slow it up a lot here. Like, I keep moving over for them to overtake, and they're just not... I don't know, not interested for some reason. Oh, and I need to be in the other lane anyway. Well, there you go. Are they turning off? Maybe. You idiot. You're a dead set idiot. Oh, they're driving a double too. Well, no wonder. But they're driving the original doubles. Well, the original for this game, anyway. Don't even know what they're called because I hardly see them. I've seen them like I can count the number of times on my hand that I've seen that style of doubles in Australia. It all B doubles here, and road trains out in the outback. So, I wonder if they realise what latency I'm running at, or what my connection is. They're at 26 milliseconds. I don't think they do. Oh, they are hanging back, so yeah, okay, full credit. Full credit. And there they go. Goodbye. Good fucking riddance. Well, certainly interesting. That is the downside with if you're from Australia and you're playing on this server, you'll probably know full well that the sometimes you have to take bends and corners a little bit faster than you'd like, because if you do slow right down, you can almost guarantee some prick's gonna run straight up your ass, fuck your trailer up, fuck your cargo up, and possibly your truck as well. Because, I don't know, for some stupid reason, kids in Europe these days seem to not be very good at mathematics, or just being able to read numbers. So we take it nice and slow. About 100 going around here. Okay, so we're down to 17 hours. And won't even take that long in game actually, because we will be going across going via a port. And that'll knock off about 9 hours, so yeah, well, it should do anyway. So it's that time now. We're in the clear. Oh, whoo! Those drive-by shots, always a risk. Fix that, there we go. Oh, 126 now. Now we're flying. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're those trailers I don't particularly like. I do have one, and it's a crone trailer. I gotta say, look, I don't mind the crone trailers in terms of picking freight up, if you just pick the freight up. I don't like using them as an owned trailer because you can do next to fuck all with them. Like, you can't even like put extra lights on them. You can put a few things on, like guards and toolboxes and spare tires and whatnot, but yeah, they're just, I don't know. I do like the tires and the hubs, don't get me wrong. I'm a little disappointed, but we'll just say that. I am glad I picked it up though, because now I'm not seeing those ugly bi-chrome DLC trailers everywhere. They look bloody awful. So I'm glad I got it for that reason, and I'm glad I got it for the tyres. The tyres are quite nice and very practical. And I do like the hubs. But the trailers themselves, other than the box trailer, yeah, I'm not fussed on them. Really. I'm not. If you could do more with them, sure. Yeah, no worries. But you're very limited in what you can do with them. And what you can put on them. Whoa, okay, that was interesting. I'll just slow it down a little. And the next opportunity we get to pull over, I think we'll take it. And we'll split the episode at the next break. And I am just about out of fuel, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to pull over and get some fuel. I haven't been really watching that too well, so that's my bad. There's probably a few people have been watching this going, "You fucking idiot, look at your fuel, look at your fuel." Especially with a 30-ton load. Yeah, it wasn't too smart. We should be fine. So 15 hours and 8 minutes out. And knowing my luck, it'll be ages to the next fuel station. Hopefully we'll be okay though. Oh, and this one's merging. Oh, better slow down. Always a good idea. In these little town regions, always a good idea to slow down. The freeways, yeah, sure, you can go like the clappers in Scandinavia, but these little areas, good idea always to slow down. Well, not always, but for the most part. Especially with these roundabouts. You always got to look for little dipples in the road on your GPS, and that will tell you that you're coming up to a roundabout. Well, someone was trying to say something, but God knows what. Oh my god, are we going to make it to a fuel station? If we do, the good news is I'll get my money's worth. Bad news is if we don't make it, we could be in trouble. Wait, are we already at the port? No? Yes? Yes, we are! Holy shit! Okay, well, this might be a lot shorter episode than I had anticipated. Well, the good news is I do have a garage on the other side, I do believe. So these corners, you just want to take them nice and wide, hook around like that, and spin it back. That way you give any trucks waiting there, you give them plenty of room. god, we got okay, we've got 2 bars of on the actual dash. We've got 2 bars of fuel, so we should be okay. Oh, it's up here, okay. You can tell I don't come here much. No, I do not come here often. It's so dumb. Yeah, it's not a non... that's the one that dude ran into me before at this port, because it's not a non-collision zone until you get into the ferry. So, yeah, that's... Now, which one do we want? Nentali. Okay, we want that one. So that's going to take 9 hours off our trip. We'll have a look on the other side. And I should make a butt ton of cash from this, actually. So I have my drivers doing their thing. Yeah, I did. Made about $1 million. Nice. So let's have a look at our map. And see, yes, I do have there is a fuel station here, so I can make a quick detour into Turku, because I do have a station there. No, I don't. Thought I did. Wait a sec. Yeah, I do. There it is. Well, I could go via my garage, however, uncovering this might not be a bad thing, so we'll go via this. I think that's what we'll do. So that's the plan. So I'm going to leave it there for now, folks, and we will make a second episode for this, I think. So I hope you can join me for that, and when we continue our journey on into the other side of Finland. So until then, folks, take it easy, and bye for now.